Anil Ambani has now reached the Enforcement Directorate of his premises. He is going to be participating in the ED's questioning today.
On February 26, 2026, Anil Ambani walked into the Enforcement Directorate's headquarters in Delhi and gave a statement under oath. He was told to come back the next day. He never showed up.
Here's some breaking news coming in. Anil Ambani arrived at the ED office a short while back. ED probes Reliance Group companies. Anil Ambani arriving at the ED office. This is the bank fraud case. Putting out pictures for you.
Behind that missed appointment sits a 40,185 rupees crore money laundering investigation, a 17-story mansion in one of Mumbai's most expensive neighborhoods, legally frozen by the Indian government, and over 15,700 rupees crore in assets connected to his name, seized piece by piece over the last year. This isn't a closed case with a tidy ending. This is happening right now, and nobody, not even the investigators, knows exactly how it ends. This is the Anil Ambani money trail. To understand the fall, you have to understand the height. Anil Ambani didn't build his fortune from nothing. He inherited half of it. His father, Terra Ambani, built Reliance Industries from a small trading business into one of India's largest conglomerates. When Terra died without a will in 2002, a very public, very bitter feud broke out between Anil and his older brother Mukesh over who would control what. In 2005, their mother brokered a split. Mukesh kept the oil, gas, and petrochemicals business, the core of what is now one of the most valuable companies in Asia. Anil walked away with telecom, power generation, infrastructure, and financial services. For a while, it looked like Anil had won the better hand. Reliance Communications became one of India's largest mobile carriers. He expanded into Bollywood, backing major film productions and striking a headline-making deal with Steven Spielberg's DreamWorks. He owned an IPL cricket franchise. At his peak, Forbes estimated his personal fortune in the billions of dollars, one of the richest men not just in India, but on the planet. None of that survived what came next. Between 2010 and 2012, Reliance Communications and its group companies borrowed a combined 40,185 rupees crore from banks in India and abroad. On paper, this was standard corporate expansion. What allegedly happened to that money is where this story turns. Investigators say 5 separate banks would eventually declare Reliance Communications accounts as fraudulent,
Which are against him, because this is under the PMLA. The PMLA, there's a bank fraud allegation by his group company, Reliance Communications.
a designation reserved for the most serious suspected cases of financial misconduct. By 2019, the company collapsed into one of the largest corporate bankruptcies in Indian history. That same year, in a London courtroom, Anil Ambani was ordered by a UK court to repay over $700 million to a group of Chinese state banks. When asked to explain how he'd pay it, he told the court, under oath, that his personal net worth was effectively zero. The man, once ranked among the world's billionaires, said he had nothing left. But that statement is exactly what investigators would spend the next several years trying to verify or disprove. This is where a business failure story becomes a criminal investigation. Built on a CBI complaint alleging cheating, criminal breach of trust, and corruption, the Enforcement Directorate's probe alleges something specific: that loans raised by one Reliance Group company were used to repay the debts of an entirely different group company, a practice investigators call loan evergreening, using new borrowed money to quietly hide old, failing debt. According to the ED, over 13,600 rupees crore was allegedly funneled this way. Another roughly 12,600 rupees crore was allegedly routed to related parties instead of the telecom towers and infrastructure it was supposedly borrowed for. The investigation didn't stop at Reliance Communications. A parallel probe into Reliance Home Finance and Reliance Commercial Finance alleges that public funds raised by those companies were deliberately diverted through a network of shell and group companies. As recently as July 2026, the ED carried out fresh raids.
That's the reason why these raids are being carried out. Divesh is getting in more details on that. Take us to what is happening at that point.
Seizing property records and financial documents tied to a further 15,540 crore piece of the puzzle, and Anil Ambani hasn't been the only Ambani in the room. His son Jai Amol Ambani was questioned by the ED over 2 consecutive days under India's money laundering law in connection with an alleged 3,000 rupees crore loan diversion involving Yes Bank between 2017 and 2019, a window in which the bank's exposure to the Ambani Group reportedly more than doubled from roughly 6,000 rupees crore to 13,000 rupees crore in a single year. Separately, the CBI has booked the younger Ambani in a distinct 228 rupees crore alleged bank fraud case. By mid-2026, the investigation had grown to cover more than 35 locations, over 50 companies, and more than 25 individuals questioned, pulling in intelligence from multiple regulators, including SEBI and the National Housing Bank. Officials close to the case described the alleged pattern in blunt terms: a well-planned scheme to siphon public funds. In October 2025, the ED issued orders attaching 42 properties connected to the group, including Anil Ambani's own home. Ambani's team challenged the attachment in the Bombay High Court, arguing he hadn't been granted a personal hearing before the order was passed. The court didn't accept that argument. The attachment held. Visual, slow push-in on the mansion again, now with a red attached by February 2026. The ED confirmed the full attachment of that same 17-story residence.
10 to 12 premises, I understand, linked to the company. Its executives are being searched in 2 cities or 1.
Pushing total frozen assets connected to the case past 15,700 rupees crore. Reliance Group, for its part, has stated publicly that the attachments don't affect its listed company's operations, noting that much of the seized Reliance Communications property is already under the control of a court-appointed resolution professional, not under Ambani's personal control. And then came the missed summons. No public explanation. No rescheduled date announced. Just silence, while the investigation kept moving without him. So where does the story actually stand? No court has convicted Anil Ambani of anything. Every number in this video, the 40,185 rupees crore, the shell companies, the loan evergreening, is an allegation from an active, ongoing investigation, not a final verdict. Ambani and his companies have pushed back in court, and the case is still being built, with fresh raids happening as recently as this year. Is this the story of an empire that's simply drowned in bad debt, or a fortune quietly moved out of reach, one shell company at a time? Right now, that's still an open question. Even the investigators haven't finished writing the ending. We'll be tracking this case as it develops. If you want to see where it goes next, subscribe. A case this size rarely stays quiet for long.